Hey there, everyone. It's the Tommy Maroon Sports Show, episode number 301. I can't believe that this will be the last week I get to pick high school football stuff. Oh, man. No Highland Hornets, but it's all right. It's all right. I mean, we got to talk Cleveland Cavaliers like my hat says right here. They're averaging 119.5 points per game heading into last night, 46.3% from the field. 35.3 from three-point land. What else is there? 75.6 from the, free throw line. 43.9 rebounds per game. 27.2 assists per game. We could possibly forget 8.9 steals per game. And 5.5 blocks per game. And Cavs at Hawks. Well, I tell you, we're going to look at 4 games. And all 4 games were very tough for the Cavs except one. Cavs at Hawks. Cavs lost by 7. Donovan Mitchell put up 42. Evan Mobley 20 points and 14 rebounds. And Darius Garland 15 points. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he had 30 points. And Jalen Johnson 29 points. 12 rebounds, 12 assists. That's a triple-double. My goodness. And the good old Cavs were up at the half. But it was not in a winning effort, though. Because even though they had 10 more rebounds than the Hawks, couldn't get the job done. That's disappointing. What's also disappointing is losing to the Boston Celtics. 117 to 115. Evan Mobley, 27 points, 14 rebounds again. Darius Garland, 21 points, 8 assists. And Jalen Tyson, how about Jalen Tyson, 17 points. And Payne Pritchard had 42 points. And Jaylen Brown also had a triple-double. Good golly. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. Celtics were up by 21 at their peak, and the Cavs shot better from three-point land, but again, could not get the job done. At least in this game, you're looking at the Cavs won. 135-119, Donovan Mitchell 43 and 9 rebounds. Jalen Tyson 27 points and 11 rebounds. Pascal Siakam had 26 points. Andrew Nembhard 21. Pacers, as you could tell, were only winning at the beginning of the game, but that was it. And the Cavs, good old Cavs, shot over 50% from the field. What else is there? What else is there? Oh, yes, last night was tough. Last night was not fun at all because the Cavs lost it. 122 to 110. Oh, my goodness. Donovan Mitchell, again, the lead man, 33 points. Evan Mobley, again, the lead rebounder with 10 and had 23 points. So there is that. Thomas Bryant. Yeah, he is a guy I haven't heard of yet, but he had 14 points for the Cavs. And meanwhile, for the Trailblazers, Denny Avdija had 27 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. So there is that. And, of course, you had Shaden Sharp with 20 points. Speaking of 20 points, another guy had 20 points for Portland. That would be Caleb Love. But looking at the summary, it was not good for the Cavs because obviously they lost and they shot worse. And they only shot 25% from the threes. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. But anyways, looking at the standings, shall we? Yes, we shall. Oh, boy. Cavs sit at 13 and 10. That's pretty bad. I mean, that's pretty mediocre. But in the play-in tournament, excuse me, that ain't good. I mean, we still got plenty of time to panic if you're a Cavs fan. But still, not a good start by any means, especially with what they were supposed to be this year. I mean, 13 and 10, tied with Boston, tied with Atlanta. Just sandwiched in between them. I mean, yeah, you could be Oklahoma City. Oh, my God. 21 and 1. 13-game winning streak. They are doing everything right. Their only loss was, oddly enough, to Indiana. What? Yes, I know. Wait. That ain't right. Their only loss was to Portland. The Indiana game was a preseason game. I stand corrected. Excuse me. And they only lost by 2 to Portland. They could quite easily be 22-0. Oh, my goodness. I wish I were a Thunder fan right now. Not only would you be the reigning NBA champions, but, of course, oh, I don't know. You're the hottest team in basketball. But that's called bandwagoning, folks. Tommy's picks recap. High school football. This is, I know I didn't do anything last week, but take my word for it. Take my word for it. Of course, we had Olentangy Orange beat Ads 28-0. My goodness. St. Xavier beat Middletown 21-6. Division 2, we had Avon beat Walsh 38-7, and Anderson beat Big One at 29-22. What else is there? Toledo Central Catholic got a 1-point win over Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy 21-20. Bishop Watterson beat Tippecanoe 41-9. Glenville beat Indian Valley 26-21, and Shelby beat Indian Hill 42-7. While we continue it, Wheelersburg, they beat Cardinal Mooney 24-10, and Liberty Central beat Indian Lake 42-10. Division 6, Colonel Crawford lost to Kirtland. The Hornets on fire again, 49-22, and Hopewell Loudon will be their opponent. State Finals 20-18 win over Coldwater. And in the final division, Division 7, Hillsdale beat McDonald 41-14. St. Henry beat Columbus Grove 13-10. D3 playoffs. It was snowing all over the place throughout the country in D3. North Central beat Hanover 38-6. And Mountain Union beat Muhlenberg 49-7. And River Falls, they beat Chapman by a score of 58-7. Bethel beat Co 51-26. And Wheaton goes to Wartburg and ends their season 28-24. Susquehanna went to Christopher Newport. They beat Christopher Newport 42-28. St. John's still alive 49-14. Johns Hopkins wins 34-14. And lousy John Carroll 35-6. And Platteville beat Alma, my goodness. And a bit of an upset 24-7. And DePaul beat Whitewater on a last minute touchdown, I believe 26-23. Salisbury beat Endicott 35-28. And La Crosse beat Hope 9-7. Wow, talk about a low scoring game. Trinity beat Hardin Simmons 34-24. Eastern beat Franklin Marshall 28-24. And Berry beat LaGrange 18-14. We saw rivalry week in Division 1 college football where Iowa beat Nebraska 40-16. Boise is going to play for the Mountain West Championship as they beat Utah State 25-24. And golly Neds, Indiana, they are undefeated still. They are number 2 in the country. They're proving that they are for real. 56-3 over Purdue. I knew that game wasn't going to be close, but I didn't realize it was going to be a straight-up chainsawing. And Texas hands A&M their first loss of the season, 27-17. And Arizona beat Arizona State 23-7. Ohio State's still alive in undefeated world, 27-9 over Michigan. Their first win over the Wolverines in 6 years. BYU beat UCF 41-21. And Oregon took down Washington 26-14. Oklahoma beat LSU 17-13. Vandy, how about Vanderbilt? Diego Pavia is trying to claim he's a Heisman winner, even though I don't think he is, but oh well. 45-24 over Tennessee. Florida, they beat Florida State 40-21. And Virginia beat Virginia Tech 27-20, or 27-7. 27-20 was the score of the Iron Bowl, where Alabama edged out a win just by the slightest of margins, courtesy of a very gutsy 4th down call. Alabama's playoff hopes are still alive, and they can win an SEC championship, perhaps. USC beat UCLA 29-10. Illinois beat Northwestern 20-13, and NC State beat North Carolina. Bill Belichick's season's a disaster. Holy cow. 42-19. In the NFL, I didn't do too well. Packers beat the Lions. Cowboys beat the Chiefs 31-20. Cowboys are on a winning streak, I'll say that. Bengals beat the Ravens. Are you serious? 32-14 on Thanksgiving. Then Black Friday, the Bears are asserting their dominance in the NFC North. They beat the Eagles 24-15. And the Panthers beat the Rams by 3 points on a big upset, which was shocking because the Rams were my lock of the week, 31-28. And the 49ers beat the Browns my upset of the week, 26-8. And then you had the Texans beat the Colts 20-16. Colts are starting to lose command of that division. And Dolphins edge out a win over the Saints. Dolphins are at 5-7 now. My goodness, that's not shabby, especially considering where they were at the beginning of the season. Jets kick a walk-off field goal. They beat the Falcons 27-24 at the Meadowlands. Buccaneers beat the Cardinals 2017. Jaguars beat the Titans 25-3. Titans have one win this season. And the Seahawks shut out the Vikings 26-0. Chargers beat the Raiders 31-14. Bills beat the Steelers 26-7. And people in Pittsburgh, Yinzer World, are calling for heads to be chopped off in Pittsburgh, like Mike Tomlin and all that stuff. Aaron Rodgers, I think, is a fault there. But anyways, Broncos beat the Commanders 27-26, and the Patriots beat the Giants 33-15. Patriots have won 10 straight. It's like Tom Brady all over again. Anyways, Tommy's picks time for this week. Last time we are doing it for high school football this season, which is such a shame because I wish I could say it's Highland in the state finals. But anyway, St. Xavier wins D1 over Olentangy Orange. Avon's going to repeat over Anderson. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they constantly win year in and year out. Either Mr. Elder is a super coach or there's funny business, as I said on Twitter, and a bunch of Avon fans were dragging me in the comments section. I'm like, well, it's kind of logical for a public school to be so consistently invincible for over a decade. I mean, and have multiple, like a bunch of D1 recruits year in and year out. But, oh, well, it is what it is. Maybe they're playing by the rules. I don't know. What I do know is that Bishop Larson's going to repeat over Toledo Central Catholic. And Glenville's going to win the state championship over Shelby. Willisburg against Liberty Central. Got to pick Liberty Central. Kirtland, I think, will beat Hopewell Loudon. Kirtland is still on fire. They've had themselves quite the dandy lately. And Hillsdale beat St. Henry. And by the dandy lately, I mean the dandy over the last few years. Round of 16. North Central against Wisconsin Lacrosse. Got to go with North Central. That'll be easy. Mount Union against John Carroll. I tell you, folks, we are all Mount Union fans? What? I know. Well, I don't think I have a choice because, oh, I don't know. I hate John Carroll with a passion. It's ridiculous. They're mean-spirited. They think they're better than everybody. Nobody at my school likes John Carroll. So, you know what? As an insult to them, why not Mount Union? Evil Empire, please win. Better yet, a meteor strike hits Kara Stadium. St. John's against River Falls, picking St. John's. Platteville will beat Bethel. Johns Hopkins against Salisbury. Got to go Johns Hopkins. They're usually good. Wheaton will beat DePaul. Berry against Trinity. Got to go Berry. Susquehanna will beat Eastern. We got Division I Conference Championships. I don't know if you can see that, folks. I made that way too small, so I apologize. But what I won't apologize for are my picks. That is, unless they suck. James Madison will beat Troy. Jacksonville State will beat Kennesaw State. In the American Athletic Conference, I got North Texas beating Tulane. And in the Mountain West, I got Boise State beating UNLV. And Big 12, Texas Tech against BYU. Got to go with Texas Tech, the Red Raiders. In the MAC, Western Michigan plays Miami. Got to go Miami. In the SEC, Alabama's got Georgia. I got Alabama. Big 10, Ohio State against Indiana. I mean, Indiana's a great team. They are really doing a great job, and they got a lot of people hopping on the Hoosier football bandwagon for the first time ever. But I just don't think they're that good enough. I think Julian Saints better than Fernando Mendoza. I mean, Indiana's still a threat for the national championship, of course, but the Buckeyes will win. Virginia against Duke. Got to go Virginia. Duke could make the playoffs at an 8-5 record. Oh, ye gods, that's interesting. NFL. Tonight we got the Lions playing the Cowboys. Got to go with the Cowboys. Lions are sliding lately. They've been sliding indeed. Falcons against the Seahawks. Got to go with the Seahawks. Ravens against the Steelers. Got to pick the Ravens. Even though that'll determine who's going to perhaps win the American Football Conference North. And what else? The Browns against the Titans. Someone's got to win that game. Wouldn't be surprised if the Titans win because the Browns are god-awful. But I think the Browns are going to win. Jaguars against the Colts. That'll determine who might win the AFC South. I got to go Jacksonville. Vikings against the Commanders. Again, someone's got to win that game. Got to go with the Commanders. I think the Jets are going to upset the Dolphins at the Meadowlands. What else is there? Buccaneers are my lock. They will beat the Saints. That'll be too easy for them. Bills against the Bengals. Got to go with the Buffalo Bills. Raiders against the Broncos. Got to go with the Broncos, obviously, again. Too easy for Denver. And Packers against the Bears. Picking the Packers. I don't know why I'm thinking the Packers. Cardinals, Rams. Got to go with L.A. Chiefs will beat the Texans on Sunday night. And then Monday night, we got the Chargers and the Eagles. They got the Monsters, Inc. broadcast on ESPN2. That's going to be fun. Everybody loves that movie, but got to go with the Chargers. The Eagles are sliding downhill. They are indeed sliding downhill. But what's not sliding downhill is the Tommy Maroon Sports Show, because next week, hopefully, and God willing, we will have another episode. We'll be talking high school basketball. And by high school basketball, I mean boys, and I mean girls. How exciting is that, folks? I know, super exciting. Tommy Maroon, thank you for watching, as always. I hope to see you then.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.